It gets very windy here in San Bruno, and a couple of years ago we had our patio table out in the backyard and we left the umbrella in the patio table. And the patio table has a glass top. Unfortunately, there was a gust of wind. The gust of wind caught the umbrella lifted the glass top, and when the glass top came back down again, it shattered into a million different pieces and spread all over the backyard, which we had to clean up. Now, being the people that we are, we ended up with the table still in the backyard. The frame was still there. We weren't able to use it, and so far we haven't really been able to entertain out in the backyard. So I thought it was about time that I built a new patio table. For the tabletop, I'm going to build it like a panel. At either end there's going to be an end piece, and then each of the other pieces of wood are going to butt up against it and form a panel. In order to be able to join those pieces together, I'm going to use something called pocket screws. Now, some of you may not be familiar with pocket screws. The way these work is that the hole is drilled into the board at an angle where the join is, and then the screws go in at an angle, and it means that where you have the grain going this way and the grain going that way, then you get a stronger joint. I have a jig that you clamp to the end of the board, and you can see the two holes that this is going to make, and then there's a special drill bit with a stop piece that determines how deep that hole is going to be, and the drill bit goes in till you hit the stop piece, you take it out, and then you end up with the two grooves like that. You then take the special pocket screws and a long drill bit, and you can screw those in, and it does form a very tight joint. So this is going to be the basis of the panel. And for the tabletop itself, I'm just using 3/4 inch white pine board. This will be fine. It's strong enough to hold anything that we put on top of it. I will put a support in the middle to stop it from bowing up if necessary, because some of this wood does seem to have a bit of a curve to it, but I should be okay. So the first thing to do is to cut the 2x4s down to size. The table itself is actually going to be something like 5.5 feet by 3.5 feet, and the legs are going to be 2.5 feet, maybe slightly smaller. So I need to cut the 2x4s to size to about 2.5 feet, and that will give me enough slop to be able to cater for any mistakes that I make. So the legs are laminated now, and what we'll do is we'll leave that to dry overnight. It may be that I have to screw these together anyway, but we'll see how we go with that.